Yo, what's going on YouTube and welcome back to the channel. So in today's YouTube video, guys, I'm going to show you settings that every Modern Warfare 2 player needs to use right now here after the Season 3 update. So if you guys are new here and find this video to help, make sure that like button, subscribe to the channel with notifications on so you don't miss any more videos. But anyways, guys, let's hop right into it. Now, first part in today's video, we have our controller settings. Now, I will only go through the things that you need to change. I won't go through everything because, one, it'll make the video too long, and there's just things that you don't need to change. Now, we're going to start with our first thing, which is our controller vibration. Have on off. Having it on, it just makes your controller jump everywhere, and especially when getting into those gunfights, it will throw your aim off and everything like that. So go ahead and throw controller vibration off. Now, going into our aiming, we have our horizontal and vertical sensitivity. I have on 6.6. It's not too slow. It's not too fast. Just kind of in the middle. Your aim's gonna be more comfortable. You're gonna be yourself is gonna be more comfortable when getting into those gunfights. You're not gonna be missing your shots. Your aim's gonna be more on point. And then going into our ADS sensitivity multiplier, I have on 1.00. It's not too fast, and this is the default version. I'm actually thinking about going up to 1.10 if you're a little bit more snappy and want to be a little bit more aggressive, get into those aim down sight speeds and everything like that. It will make it a little bit faster. But if it's too fast for you, I highly recommend going down to maybe like 0.95, 0.85, 0.8. I wouldn't go any lower than 0.8 if you really want to. But honestly, I would just keep it default if you don't have any problems with that. Or if you want to go a little bit too more advanced, go up to 1.05, 1.10. Now, we're going to go down to our gameplay, and there's only two things that we need to change here, which is automatic tac sprint. And we're going to put it on automatic tac sprint, and then we're going to put our interact/reload behavior. We're going to have on prioritized reload. So if there's any doors or weapons, if you're trying to reload, all you have to do is tap square, and you will reload before picking up a weapon, opening a door, or anything like that. So go ahead and copy those down. Now, going into our advanced option here, we're going to change our aim assist type to Black Ops. Now, this is a really good one. I know it got nerfed. I know people may say that in the comment section, but it's still really good. Default is a good one as well. So if you have it on default, stay there. If you're on Black Ops, stay there or go back to default. I highly recommend do not go to precision or focusing. They are awful. You don't need to run them. And honestly, if I went to them, I would play a really bad. So those two are off limits in my opinion. Now, for the aiming settings in the advanced tab, we have aim response curve type, dynamic. I don't need to go in depth with it. It is the best thing that you can use for your controller. So go ahead and throw on dynamic. Now we're going to go to our dead zone inputs. I have my left stick and my right stick on minimum input at 0.05. And then my left and right stick on maximum input I have at 0.99. I wouldn't change anything on your max sticks. Minimum, put at 0.5. I wouldn't go any below. And then your left and right trigger, put at 0.00. They're going to be really sensitive, so when getting into those gunfights, all you have to do is just barely tap your buttons. And having these sensitive and everything, it's just going to make your controller where it's not breaking down or anything like that, because before they have these minimum dead put in zones and everything like that, I mean, my controllers, I would go through them very fast and they would just break down a lot easier. So making them more sensitivity will make the controllers last a little bit longer. So go ahead and put these down. Now we're going to go all the way down to our next thing that we need to change. We are going to skip the gyro aiming, and we're going to go to our movement behavior. There is a few things that you need to change right here, and that's the last thing that we need to do. The tac sprint behavior, we have on single tap. Now this is banned in the CDL and everything because there's quote unquote an advantage. So go ahead and turn this on. It's going to be very helpful in rank play, very helpful in pubs. Now your ground mantle I have on off. Your automatic airborne mantle off, your automatic ground mantle is off. So all this is going to do is help if you're near something like an edge or something you can jump on and mantle, it's not going to automatically grab that. So having this on will help you getting into those gunfights. Maybe you're bunny hopping and you get near a box. It's going to make you automatically jump on that box if you have these on. Now, the invert slide and dive behavior, this is a new thing that a lot of people are changing. Maybe you want to act like Shotzi, slide and dive everywhere. Have this on inverted. So diving is the new movement that everybody's using now. So make sure to have the inverted on. So all you have to do is just tap your circle button or tap whatever your button you use to dive. It is going to make it where you just dive a lot easier. And then the only thing that we need to change here is going to be the plunging underwater, which is going to be plunge freely. You can look you're more free when moving around in the water. And I got this attached, well, I didn't get this attachment. I got this setting from Shotzi and Hook that play in the CDL, of course. And when playing Hydro or any map that has water, this is going to help out a lot. Now, next for our graphics, I'm not going to go through our display or the quality because I know everybody has their own preference on what they run for their graphics and texture qualities and everything like that. So the only thing I am going to go through is the view part, which the field of view is going to be our first part, which is only a few things that I need to talk about, which is going to be the field of view FOV 120. If you're not running 120, I don't know what you're doing. Maybe 110 at least, but 120, 110 are the best things that you can run for your field of view. And then for the field of the ADS field of view, we have on affected. As you guys see here on the right images here, the left one is independent. It looks more zoomed in, but the affected looks more zoomed out. That's what I use. I know a lot of you guys comment on my videos, even on Facebook, YouTube, or even in the streams. How are you looking like you're running so fast? It's all about the field of view that you're running, affected in 120 FOV. Now, for the weapon field of view, I do have on wide. As you guys see here on the right images, the left side is narrow, so it makes the weapon look more big. And then for the right side, we have on wide. That's what we're running. It makes the weapon a little bit smaller, so I went ahead and threw this on. And then for our next things, which is the camera, which is going to be the most important thing here, which is first person, we have on least, which is 50%. I don't know exactly what this means, but everyone's told me to run at least 50%. The movement guys that run around, Shotzi and everything like that. And then same thing with your third person camera movement, have on 50%. Now we're going to our audio settings, which I'm not going to go too crazy in depth with everything. I'm just going to show you what I run for my audio mix. I do use headphones because of course I'm playing a video game with headphones, so it just makes obvious sense on why I would pick headphones. Now for the master volume, I did turn it down to 25. It's still loud at times, but 25 does sound the best out of everything. The gameplay music is off at 0. Chat volume is loud at times, so I do have it 4. The cinematic volume, music volume's at 3, and I have my dialogue and effects volume at 80. Nothing too crazy, but also I do have volume mixers and everything like that on my OBS, so stuff is a little different for me. So just change to whatever you want. And then anything else, I would just recommend you going down to the audio advanced settings. Just turning on the hit marker sound effects, put on classic, just have a nostalgic vibe. I know people ask about this. The MW hit marker sound completely different from classic, so I would go ahead and change classic. But anything else, honestly, is preference when it comes to audios. I would change a few things if you really want to, but make sure your audio mix, if you're running a headset, go ahead and change it to headphones. And then the same thing for the interface. There's really nothing that you need to change that's going to make anything like too crazy. But the only thing that I would change is if you go down here to the advanced interface settings, you can actually change the inverted flash. If you have it on, it replaces the white flash as you see on here on the left box. Compared to the right box, it's going to be more black, dark, instead of getting like your whole room flashbang. So this is the only thing that I would say to turn on. Anything else is preference when it comes to interface, but the flashbang thing can be annoying, so go ahead and change that, and I think that's really it. But overall, those are the best things that you can run. I would mainly go through your settings, controller, and your graphic settings. Nothing when it comes to the audio and interface, it's more opinion based, but definitely your controller and graphic settings will help you out a lot. It's going to help you improve. So in the comment section, if you see any more improvements maybe in the next day or so, or if you're actually watching this and change and go into your next game and you're just frying, let me know in the comment section, because I do try my best to help you guys when it comes to class setups and gameplays and even settings. I try to help you guys. But anyways, guys, thank you so much for watching, and as always, you guys stay safe, and I'll see you on the next one.